All right, let's go. Ayo, we're three hot guys sharing our opinions because we're special and different. Gold medals, we're winning. Can't help it if we're burdened by our intellect. You can play checkers while we pretend we know the rules to chess. The council has spoken, and we are the chosen. Your nose is broken because I broke it.
Sucks.
And welcome back to another episode of Will of the Council. We've got Jordan in the booth.
I can't believe it, man. I've had so many videos of dogs shooting old women with water cannons from their mouth on their front door, and now they're all gone.
Because Danny is in the glorious land of Nippon, Farfa is filling in for him.
Hey, I was doing things into the camera, but this is not one of those shows. I apologize.
Yeah, it's not a visual.
We
What do you think this is?
those.
Heart of my ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Is this a Patreon episode or is this
No, this is a real one.
This is
This is
a
a normal
freebie?
episode. Yeah, normal people are going to hear
no
this.
one wants paywall,
Yeah.
Farfa.
Yeah. Well, you were paywalled once.
You've been paywalled a couple times.
Can we go over
gotta
like
ask
how
Farfa,
much has happened
when are you
since the
gonna-
last time? There's been a war. There's been an energy crisis.
Yeah, there's been a fair amount. Yeah. No, I wanted to ask, when are you going to get us on Heart of the Cast? Is that coming up?
The return will be occurring with the. Are we allowed to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh? I forgot.
Yeah, you could say Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. No.
We have to sometimes do some stuff to annoy the normie listeners. I think that's the fun part of the show, because there are so many now. There will be like people's, like, we'll go to a Yu-Gi-Oh event and there'll be like wives and girlfriends that will just be like, oh my God, I love the podcast. I'm like, how do you, all right, I will take it, I guess, but.
Wait, I have to tell you a funny story. I went to Alestral's Worlds this past weekend.
Oh God.
And like 4 reluctant wives came up to me and was like, yeah, my boyfriend forced me to listen to the pod, but now I really like it. And I'm like,
Awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We've cornered the market for significant others of various trading card game players. It's
When are you
good.
guys playing Riftbound?
And of course, we've got Becky on the 1s and 2s. I'm playing Riftbound right now. Wait, I've been playing this new format in Riftbound. It's called Summoner's Riftbound, and you get on League of Legends and you play.
Oh,
That's a
baby.
good joke.
Joseph, you were a League Andy, right?
I played a little League. Me and Danny played a little League. We actually went to Worlds one year because it was in Madison Square Garden, and we watched SKT T1 beat the fucking pants off some jobbers.
Nice.
I also played League.
League's a good game is the unfortunate truth. It is.
Yeah.
It is a good game. Well, anyway, we've got Fafa, we've got Jaja, we've got Mama. We're doing the usual. We're talking about world events, and we've got a big one today. Jordan alluded to it, and that is, folks, you love when we talk about AI. Well, we're going to be doing it a little less because Sora, this is the AI that they trapped the Kingdom Hearts Twink's soul into, is now dead. They are sunsetting the program, which means an end to AI Fruit Love Island. It's an end to those videos where like Epstein and Charlie Kirk play Minecraft together.
Okay, that's
I gotta say,
sad.
it's a huge loss. It's a huge loss for American culture. How do we feel about the water consumption machine going down?
Did you? Okay, you brought up the Epstein shit. I gotta bring up my favorite one. Did you see the video? Oh, this is when We Are Charlie Kirk, the AI song, was at its height of popularity. Did you see the one where they like made an AI video of Epstein catching the bullet?
Yeah, that's a classic. It is a classic.
Like diving in front of it, like, no.
There's like a
No,
no. He catches it in his hand, and then they like do the
dude,
full
like a
Fortnite
conga
dance.
line.
Is it like some, like some anime style, like catching a bullet type thing? Not like a.
No, I'll send
Yeah,
it to
except
you
it's
later.
real life. It's
yeah.
real life. Yeah. There were so many of those. Oh man, it just awful. Just
Yeah,
fucking
it was-
atrocious shit.
This was what I'm so happy about with this. Obviously, I'm happy that like this is the first sign of like the bubble popping. You know, there's arguments about if it's a bubble or not. Obviously, it is, whatever. But like this is, I don't know. I think this is foretelling the beginning of this whole downfall of this technology. And I'm happy that it was the worst of it, right? Like AI videos were just awful.
Well, it is pretty interesting we started this talking about Riot Games because it has the same problem as Riot Games, which is they accidentally made the machine that kills God, right? And now they're like, fuck, how do we monetize this thing? Like, oh shit. Like each one of these videos costs us $45 to make, and people are doing them on a $5 subscription. and they're making 1,000 Charlie Kirk edits a minute. How the fuck do we make money off this?
Sometimes the reward is in the arts. Why do you have to bring up money?
Yeah, exactly. We need a government subsidized program for people to make Charlie Kirk edits on Sora.
Yeah, we need federal Sora. We need
Sora subsidies. They go to, like, you know how at colleges and universities the government will dole out like scholarships for the 5 people who were still stupid enough to do musical theater or something as a career. We'll do that, but like all the engineers that got displaced by vibe coders, they have to like spend the rest of their days making AI Charlie Kirk edits where he like goes to Agartha and hangs out with Pete Hegseth and they like play Minecraft.
That's Republican purgatory right there.
Oh man. Yeah.
That's the future.
I don't know. This is the best ever. I was like so hyped when I saw that news, just because we were all talking about how this technology was going to die, but it like wasn't happening, right? Like you hear all these terrible stories about how people are developing psychosis.
The machine tricked them into killing themselves.
Yes,
the machine told them no one will ever love you like I do.
It's like
the machine made a deep fake of their ex-girlfriend sucking dick. Like, yeah, this is just the
Wasn't
the
there
crime
like an
machine,
actual
right?
legal case or something about this, like semi-recently?
Oh, there's been a bunch,
they're
dude.
in court right now because 15 million people killed themselves when they talked to the robot that makes you kill yourself. Like, they're in court. We'll see how it turns out.
I don't know. It's nice to finally see something from this technology fail and die. Like, God.
Precedent setting right there.
I don't know.
You really hate AI, don't you, peeps?
I hate it, dude. I hate it. It is so...
Well, you got to understand, Jordan hates anything that like uses electricity. He'd like to return to Stone Age style methods of computation.
Well, he likes lifting heavy things, so I mean, it kind of makes sense.
That is true.
Exactly.
The problem I have with it, well, I have a lot of problems with it, but it is just a machine that I hate how so obviously it should have been regulated a fuckload by this point, and it just hasn't
Well,
been,
they said the same thing about the internet, like, didn't they? And that's going on a weird path just now, isn't it? Especially in the UK, so. The
difference here is that, like, this whole... Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot that I could say about it that I don't want to spend this whole preamble doing, which I have done in many preambles before this. But it's just technology that's worthless, man. It's just like NFTs, except the big difference is that corporations bought into it. So now you go to an 8 a.m. meeting that there's like, let's all talk about what Copilot did for you last week. It's like, I'm not going to do that.
What about worthless?
It made my life harder.
It's a stretch to say worthless.
Yeah, that's true. As much shit as we give generative AI, it's like, it does have the ability to make some tasks go faster. But I wish that we weren't treating that technology as something that deserves data centers and shit that poisons towns.
I mean, that's always the downside, right? But that brings in a macro discussion on energy, right? And why are we still using fossil fuels? Why are we still, not getting free, completely clean electrical energy, for example, right? Because that's possible with things like nuclear or geothermal and stuff like that.
We talk about the upsides and the downsides, but it has totally streamlined my workflow at the Charlie Kirk cover factory. Like, I'm making so many covers of We Are Charlie Kirk every day, courtesy of generative AI.
I will say the last thing about it is I read a study recently where they were letting people essentially like figure out tasks and do like, problem solving style things. And they found that like people who were given like Google to like search on things and like other people who were given like AI to use, like they just had less things going on in their brain. Like they were like measuring their brain activity and stuff like that. They were just kind of incapable of doing other tasks after they had used AI because they had basically been dumbed down. It was really interesting.
Yeah, like they discovered that using AI, like it homogenizes thought. Like all the people that were using all the people that were in the AI side after they were using it, it like affected them in such a way that they were all starting to use different like nomenclature the same way. They were using different like grammatical trends the same way. Their creativity was getting limited from it.
It's not just a game changer. It's a new paradigm.
I've heard that word from a specific person for years, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it is like just part of some algorithm paradigm.
It's a pedantic, longer buzzword that we all know ChatGPT scrubs all shit from Reddit, right? Like that's where it gets all of its language what's the word?
I want to make like a
colloquialisms.
giga psychotic chat GPT where instead of like pulling from Reddit, it pulls from LinkedIn. So like like it's legitimately like
have you seen the passive income guy on Twitter?
Chase passive income. That is my fucking guy.
I think that's what would be the result of that.
I have actually, you know what? I am not aware of Chase passive income.
Oh,
this is a new one for me.
Let me read you some of this guy's tweets. He's a fucking genius.
Okay.
Just imagine someone giving like, you know, influencer style tips and tricks to like up your game and stuff, and it basically just boils down to like vending machines in the most inappropriate places.
This is what it is. Posted a job, hiring entry-level marketing associate, salary $120K, no experience necessary. Hundreds of applicants. Schedule them all for interviews. Turn up the heat in the room to 90 degrees. Start the interview and excuse myself for a moment. I come back 30 minutes later and tell them an emergency came up and I need to reschedule. While there, 70% of applicants buy a refreshing drink. With 50 interviews a day, that's $250 a day in revenue. Send this to 10 offices and hire friends to do the interviews. Guess who owns the vending machine? Infinite Money Hat.
Boiling prospect interviewees in the heat so they buy your Coke.
My friend made $10 million last year as a 23-year-old. I asked how he did it. Here's what he told me. Woke up at 5 a.m., daily ice bath, journaled his goals. Dad deposited $10 million into his account.
Yoga.
The friend's name? Bill Gates Jr.
Oh, man. That's...
It's good. It's good. I will say the weird part of all of this is we are kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Like, yeah. I don't know. This is part of a larger discussion about the American economy, right? Which is currently like totally failing in every sector with one specific, you know, sector that's burgeoning, and that's AI, right? Like all the money on all the spreadsheets is just going all the way down, except there's a lot of people investing in AI. And there's a lot of construction relative to AI because they're building data centers. And like money is moving hands with respect to AI. That's important, of course, for the economy to keep working. But it's not producing a goddamn thing. It's just moving between different fucking weirdos with NFT profile pictures and, you know, speculators who've bought up all of the land in like Fuck Island, Texas to, you know, invent a new type of poison that can kill someone while in the fetal stages of development. It's really frightening then that now the sort of load-bearing pillar of the American economy, which is Fugazi-ass AI bullshit, is kind of being revealed as non-profitable. So what is going to happen after we are no longer able to make Charlie Kirk, ex-Jeffrey Epstein fan cams, you know, probably the collapse of the American economy. But that's a sentence that sounds so stupid, you can't tell it to anyone without them thinking you're insane.
Yeah. It's like the housing crisis and the financial crisis of 2008. That was based off of like the housing market, you know?
Yeah.
And then they were bailed out by the government. So, But I just don't know. I mean, I guess this is an issue of me not being like old enough during that time to understand what that impact looked like what it felt like to live through that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
A ton of
I didn't have the
foreclosures.
Responsibilities that I do now know. Yeah, but but that was from like the housing market issue. Like, what is the AI bubble popping mean? Like, do everybody lose their jobs? Like, I doubt it. You know, I feel like the only people that lose are people that invested in this shit.
When you say
morons,
burst,
I don't know.
well, I mean, not to get too into it. Like, the housing bubble was also an issue of investments, right?
Right.
Like the whole problem with the housing thing wasn't that.
I mean, it was just basically banks were letting people borrow money they couldn't pay back, is essentially the crux.
And then they were packaging those mortgages into investment vehicles. And when I think plurality of those mortgages failed within the investment vehicle, it got wiped to zero, basically. And so like a bunch of investors lost money. Like on the ground, the way it manifested was, people got foreclosed on. But the thing that crashed the economy was a bunch of investments didn't pan out. And in that way, it is kind of strikingly similar to the present moment, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know what it'll look like on the ground. I guess it'll look like a bunch of half-built data centers, like poisoning a bunch of fucking places in Texas. But the macro level is a bunch of people whose jobs secretly just became moving spreadsheets around are just going to get laid off and there's going to be nowhere hiring.
It's funny just listening to you explain it, and it's very weird to just even wrap your head around, but I always remember what Henry Ford said, and it's something like, if the people truly understood like the banking monetary system, there'd be a revolution in the morning or something. And like,
I remember the other thing Henry Ford said. It's something that you've told me a number of times in private. You said, Joseph, here's a sentence I really agree with, and then you said it. Classic Henry Ford saying. I don't think I can say it on camera, but we all know what he said. And I'll tell you, Farfa he agrees with it.
Sometimes you find information everywhere. But it's true in the sense that we don't really get, like, the average person doesn't fully understand how the bank functions, how money works, how these like little notes that are receipts, essentially, without intrinsic value function. And yet our lives are essentially dictated to by a handful of people making investments.
And the fundamental thing they are investing in is the technology that makes the Charlie Kirk Epstein videos possible.
So it's worth it.
It's so stupid that it's the yeah, exactly. It's so stupid that it's the only way this whole thing could end, right? It's like,
it's just, isn't it awful that the thing that crashed the economy before was like houses, you know, like a necessary thing
like
to
you live in them,
and like now the thing that's going to crash
Charlie
the economy
Kirk
is the AI Charlie Kirk edits. Like, bro, it's
honestly that rocks.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much what we deserve.
The American economy gets memed to death. It's good.
Exactly, yeah. Ugh, I don't know. Well, this is happening at the same time as the Iran war, which, Farfa, I know you love to talk about.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a real tit for tat out of there. What I've noticed is it's just impossible to really understand what's going, all right? So I've kind of made like a collage timeline in my mind of Donald Trump. And it's like, you know, day one, you know, we're gonna destroy them. We're the strongest in the world. No one is gonna be stronger than us. And then day two, it's like, we've absolutely decimated everything. They've got nothing left. And then day three, it's like, they're in peace talks with us. They're trying to negotiate with us. And then day four, it's like, oh, well, now we're going to, we're giving them a warning on the Strait of Hormuz to open it up. And then day five, it's like, we're actually extending.
That was 4 days ago?
Sure.
Yeah, 4 days ago he said they have 48 hours to open it.
Yeah, and then he extended
bomb
it.
Their, like,
and then he
roads.
extended this deadline, and then they're still fighting back and hitting bases across the Gulf. Which, didn't you just say you took out all of their military capabilities that could that could fire at that range? So it's like,
let me read
we're
you
just
this,
making things up.
this
Like,
thing.
you don't
It
know what's true out there.
It says Friday's press gaggle. At 12:03 p.m., President Trump told reporters he wanted a ceasefire with Iran. At 12:05, he declared victory. At 12:07, he announced he was sending Marines. At 12:08, he said no boots on the ground. At 12:11, he said he did not want a ceasefire. At 12:16, he declared victory again. At 12:17, he asked for a ceasefire. At 12:23, he told NATO they were cowards. At 12:29, he said Iran was begging for a ceasefire. At 12:31, he said everything was perfect. At 12:36, he said $500 oil would be a good thing. At 12:37, he demanded Iran open Hormuz. At 12:39, he said Hormuz was never closed. At 12:41, he said the U.S. was not at war with Iran. And at 12:42, he declared victory in Iran.
The rest of these are just premonitions at this point. But like, this is as weird as that is to listen to. That is what's been going on. Like, the information surrounding this is absurd.
God, I can't believe Baudrillard died before we got to do this.
Yeah,
he would
right.
be nutting.
I know.
Like, yeah, this isn't real. This one isn't happening.
I don't know. I think that man's brain, what does it
should
look
be donated
like now?
to science.
It's like
It's all Charlie Kirk, Jeff Epstein edits at this point. That's why we're funding Sora.
that's why this is happening, is because Sora's offline now.
The Sora AI was his nobody.
Yeah.
And
You ever seen like an MRI scan of someone with like Alzheimer's or a tumor or some kind of like critical like brain condition?
like CTE or something.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, Trump's brain is just like a black hole.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy,
like a sponge, like a sieve. It's not going good.
man.
Oh man. All right. Well, you ready to talk about the posts? I guess.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. We got 3 bangers for you today. They come from the crowd. Thank you all so much for submitting Am I the Assholes, as of course. It's very helpful, especially when Danny's not around to find them for us. This first one comes from AITAH. It says, AITAH for canceling my nephew's vacation as requested by their mom. Is one of those titles where you just know that they're hiding critical pieces of information.
And this is obvious. I think this is one word age.
Am I the asshole here for going to the grocery store?
Yeah.
Hi, Reddit. I took off my pants and started jerking it in the soda aisle. You know, like... No, that's not what you said in the title.
I've been doing a lot of these daily
too.
challenges on Am I the Asshole on stream, and like so much of it has basically boiled down to like, oh, here's this very critical piece of context that I'm just ignoring, or all of this could have been an email, essentially, you know?
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's do a little thesaurusing for the listeners at home. So we're all streamers, so we do what are called dailies, all right? And there are a bunch of little games. Like, I'm sure everybody's played Wordle at this point. But
there's 1,000 Wordles.
There's 1,000 different Wordles now. There's angle, where you have 4 guesses to look at an angle and guess what the angle is, right? Like, there's a ton of these things. Well, they did one for Am I the Asshole? So they give you 2 Am I the Asshole situations, and you have to guess which one. Wait, no.
3.
No, they give you 1 Am I the Asshole,
and
you have to...
There's 3. Go on.
Okay, yes. There's total 3.
And you have to guess if they were or were not an asshole, based on Reddit.
Based on the Reddit post, and the upvote.
So there you go. That's what that means. Anyway.
My brother is divorced from the mom of my 2 nephews. It is mostly amicable, but sometimes stuff goes sideways. My brother's been depressed about his marriage ending the way it did. His ex, Fern, left him for a pastor from their church. Okay, hold.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Pastor?
Wait a minute. His ex left him for a pastor from their church. Is he still at the church? I would not go to the church anymore.
Imagine being at like a religious congregation that you've been attending since your childhood, and now the pastor's fucking your wife.
Dude. Honestly?
What denomination is this? Kind of beast
what
mode,
I'm
right?
saying, man. Like,
kind of beast mode.
Imagine like giving a sermon and you're just looking at some dude's wife like, fuck.
I gotta go to this church's Bible study.
I'm clocking it right now. It's not like a Christian church. It's like one of the fucking cults. And the guy is fucking his wife because he's like Jesus Christ reincarnated and was told to take multiple wives. I think it's like a fucking freak ass cult.
And you're assuming
that's why he wouldn't leave.
You're no. You're assuming this 100% because the name is Fern, right? Like that's why you're saying this.
I mean, that helps. That certainly helps, you know. You wouldn't see an Amanda doing some shit like this, you know. I've been trying to help him as much as I can. My husband and I watch the boys so he can work. That sort of thing. He picks them up when he's done working and spends time with them on the weekends. I think he's doing his best. His ex has them in after-school care when she has custody. She's also had us watch them on her custody weekends. She doesn't have extended family in our city. My husband and I don't mind since our nephews are close in age to our kids, so they're a little pack of hellions together. All right, sorry for the long setup. My brother finally started dating again. It's been 5 years and I'm ecstatic. His girlfriend, Donna, is a medical professional who makes a good living. She's pretty, smart, and very kind. We've had her over to the house, and she clearly adores the boys. They are affectionate toward her and obviously comfortable with her in their lives. Donna and my brother have been together for a year now. For spring break, the plan was for the 4 of us to take the kids to Orlando for the week. My brother had to switch stuff with his ex to get that week's custody. It was all arranged. Then he had a work emergency. He's basically going to be at work for the next month. It has to do with what's going on in the oil business right now. Why? What's going on?
Oh my god, is this vindictive ex gonna be holding
my brother,
the Iranian war over his head?
We'll call my brother Schmarko Schmubio. Is having a tough time these last couple of months. All right, we talked it out and the 3 of us will be taking the kids. We communicated this to the ex. She went ballistic. She threatened to go to court if we took the kids out of state without their father or her. She wanted us to uninvite Donna and bring her instead. We offered a compromise. She could come along as well. She just needed to pay. She didn't think this was acceptable. She insisted on taking her custody week. So we canceled the boys' flights and park passes. Our kids each get a bedroom in our suite now. Donna is still coming with us, and she had booked a week's vacation and loves Disney as much as we do. Now Fern is pissed, because she thought we would cave. She thought she was getting a free vacation or a child-free week. Now she gets neither. And she's called trying to change her mind, but we said we would need legal documents granting us coverage. She would have to cover the cost of rebooking the flights, not all of it, just the difference between what we originally paid and the last-minute flight she would have to book. Fern says we are punishing her kids for a miscommunication. I asked her what we had misunderstood. She couldn't articulate it. My nephews are disappointed, but they know what caused the change of plans. They know their mom threatened to go to the cops in court if we took them out of state. They know she tried to invite herself along on our dime. They are pissed at her and showing it. Fern says we're assholes for just canceling the kids' vacation and not negotiating more. I didn't think there was anything to talk about. I don't want to deal with the cops or court. She threatened both. We simplified our trip and we will have a blast, and Donna agreed to watch the kids a couple of nights so my husband and I can have some alone time. She's an amazing and loving woman who is a blessing for my brother. I personally know exactly why things went down this way, and I don't think we're assholes, but Fern disagrees and thinks we acted too hastily. Who is the asshole here?
So do you guys pick stories based off of like a debate and argument that we're trying to spark up? Because what is there to say here? Yes, you're the asshole. Like, I mean, not the asshole. It's Fern. Like, what is
Fern. Okay, I was like,
what's going on here? Like, they have to be missing some critical context, right? Because why would you be so vindictive towards an ex after they have a partner for a year? Like, things have been fine for a year, apparently, right? So, did something trigger this? Like, it's suspicious almost, because you very clearly are in the wrong.
Wait, are you saying the poster's in the wrong or Fern's in the wrong? Let me just double check.
Fern is in the wrong,
yeah, okay, I'm with you. All right, I just needed to make sure, because I'm feeling very passionately about this right now, and I'm just... We're gonna have
I love the concept of being like, that was a shit test. I wanted to see if you'd cave. You could go ahead and do it. To be like, yeah, my bad. I was just fucking with you. Anyway.
I really hate that there's people like that, you know, kind of tangenty, but, you know, some people who will, like, be difficult or, you know, create these, like, problems from nothing, but they are willing to compromise. They just sort of want you to kind of, like, have this personality battle with them, so that they will come to that compromise, right? It's like, oh, you should have negotiated more. I could have caved. It's like, we're not children. Like, what do you mean? We are in charge of children, like actual children. And we are responsible for their lives. And we can't fuck around with that just for our ego and pride. Like, as someone who's, you know, become a parent of a toddler now, things like this make me really angry and really passionate, because I think of my own child and how I would act in their situation. And my thought in my mind that's always at the forefront is, how can I make this be as best of a situation for my child? So, and how is any of this benefiting the children, right? Because that's really what it comes down to.
Thank you. Think of the children. Gosh,
literally.
You know? Like, actually, though, Farfa, you bring up such a great point. The thing that I love is the poster handled this in such an elegant way, right? Like, we talked it out. The three of us would be taking the kids. We communicated this to his ex, to Fern. She went ballistic. She threatened to go to court. Like, first of all, what the hell is all that about? She went ballistic and threatened to go to court? What?
Something's going on, yeah. Like,
that's the first thing? Like, no shot. And then she offers, like, an awesome compromise. Like, look, we're not doing this out of malice or for whatever reason that you're thinking we're doing it for. Why don't you just come along too? Like, you'll have to pay, but we would love to have you come with us. You know, you can watch the kids and be with them, and we'll all get to be together. And first of all, that is an incredible thing to offer somebody who has left
free trip to Disneyland,
your family member, to be with somebody else, right? Like, that is like a huge amount of forgiveness and grace that you're giving them, to be like, you're my brother's ex-wife who you left for another man, but we still want you in our lives and in the kids' lives. Like, I think that right there shows a level of maturity that's really great to see. But it's just like, I don't know. This just blows me away, Fern's reaction. I don't even get why.
I think it's awesome. I think it's so good.
Oh, yeah?
I don't, is it really just because, like, I want to go on the trip too, but I want to do it for free? But that, like, it doesn't, she didn't say that, did
she was trying to weasel her way into a free vacation.
Like, but she didn't say that. You know, she's just like, how dare you take the kids away without one of their parents there?
From a Reddit perspective, this is why a lot of this just gets me annoyed, right? Because I just feel like when you read a story like this, that is so blatantly, obviously, like, hey, am I the asshole for getting murdered by my ex or something? And it's like, why? I don't know, maybe I have too much faith in humanity, but why is this person acting so unbelievably, like, having a disproportionate reaction and just so unreasonably, which makes it so suspicious, because they've been apart for however long now. He's been dating for a year, and it's been mostly amicable. It sounds like they haven't really had many issues. So why is this such a problem? I don't get it. I think the poster might be hiding something from us. This is just unfair.
It's either that or, like, I don't know. Taking everything at face value, I just don't understand where Fern's reaction is even coming from. Because you're right. Like, they have been amicable up to this point, and now she's freaking out because the kids are going to go on a vacation.
You got a solution for us, Joseph? You got a counterpoint?
Yeah, I guess what I would say is it kind of an asshole move, though? It seems like kind of an asshole move to get the insane pushback from the crazy woman and be like, all right, no Disney for the kids then. We're still going.
But that's not what happened, right? What happened was we have this trip booked. We have the flights planned. You're freaking out for whatever reason. I don't know why, but you're freaking out. So why don't you come with us? Still unacceptable. So they go, okay, I guess we can't bring the kids.
I will say that, if we're going to be trying to find some fault with the poster here, it depends on how old the kids are, but I think just like letting the kids feel so mad at their mom, I think like creates an unnecessary field of conflict. Like, I don't think kids should be involved in this type of thing. And sometimes divorced parents can sometimes use children as, again, it all comes down to do what's best for the children, but I've seen it many times where the children are essentially pawns in this game between the ego of the parents. And maybe they feel a little bit like, clearly, I mean, they deserve like to, feel upset by what Fern has done here. But maybe letting the kids take it out on the mom is like a bit, maybe perhaps unreasonable.
I mean, how can you stop them from doing that, though, right? Like, how can you stop them from having that feeling? Because they know what went down.
Yeah.
They know that Fern freaked out and it's her fault that they're not going to go. So even if you try to not involve them into it, they still knew that they were planning on going to Disney and now they aren't. I don't think that's a thing that you can just make them feel ambivalent to, I totally agree with what you're saying, though. I know I'm coming at this from like an argumentative tone, but it's hard to do that in this situation, I feel. Also, I think they still ended up going anyway. I'm pretty sure.
So the aunt and the uncle and Donna ended up going, but the kids had to stay with their bitch of a mother.
Who was upset that she now had to take care of children for a week when she had a free week. What was the end goal there? Like, lose? Like,
well, it was high risk, high reward because she was like, well, they'll say, fine, you could come and we'll pay.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that. They said, you could come, but you have to pay. And she was like, that's not good enough. And they were like, okay, then we're not doing it. But I feel like, again, not to be on the mom side about this, that's where you call it. You're like, yeah, okay, we just won't do it. And then immediately cancel everything. Like, come on.
I guess, man, but she threatened court. Like, she threatened to, like, get the cops involved. What do you do? Like, okay, I guess if it's that big of a deal, I won't bring the fucking kids.
Yeah, who knows what the logic there was.
I don't get it. I don't, like, how do you compromise? If the end goal of Fern is just, well, you need to pay for me to come or cancel the whole trip, like, in order for compromise to happen, both parties have to be willing to meet somewhere halfway, and Fern was just not. The only person that offered an olive branch here was the poster. Was like, we'll let you come too, but I mean, you'll have to pay your own way, but we'll let you come. I don't know. I don't see it, y'all.
Okay. I mean, I get whatever. If you guys don't want to be charitable and give this woman the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Sorry that a fucking single mother can.
But there isn't even like.
Which she's not
you want to vote on
single.
this one?
She's with the pastor, Joseph. She gets tax-free.
Yeah. Why can't the pastor take him to Disney World? What, the fucking money ain't good enough? Tithe a little more, bitch.
I just feel like there's nothing, like, because I love genuinely giving people the benefit of the doubt, but there's nothing redeemable about this.
Oh, yeah, you
there's
do.
Nothing to work with
oh,
here.
yeah, you do.
There's nothing, there isn't a thread of hope. There's no scrape in the bottom of the barrel for anything here, right? It's just, it's so clear cut, I feel. I don't know.
Well, do you want to vote on it?
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Decision time.
All right, was this woman an asshole for canceling their nephew's vacation? 3, 2, 1.
Yes. No. Or no, sorry. Fern, I thought we were talking about Fern again. No, the woman whose poster was not the asshole.
The council has spoken.
All right, easy one to begin. Let's warm up our thinking caps. This next one comes from r/am I the asshole. It is 7 days old. Says, am I the asshole for telling my coworker to stop asking me what I'm having for lunch?
Okay.
Can I just get ahead of this? I have a feeling
Yeah.
this might have a racial dynamic to it.
You think so?
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. It's like, what is that disgusting subhuman food?
Maybe they've got
This is a curry?
yeah, maybe there's a smell to it or something.
Yeah.
And then eventually we end up with your English is really good.
Oh, dude.
Have you been in
Yes!
this situation?
Millions of
Oh,
times.
okay. This one felt a little personal.
Yeah, perhaps it's subconscious trauma dumping, but that, I don't know. For some reason, that's where my mind immediately went to.
But
I
you're
think it's a
Italian,
small
right?
talk
It's like,
hater.
what are you having for lunch? Fettuccine?
Pasta again.
Right? Is that what it's like? Yeah. All right, here we go. One of my pet peeves is when people ask me or comment on what I'm having for lunch. Even comments such as, "Oh, that looks good. What are you having?" or "Did you make that yourself?" bother me.
Why?
Okay, it is also possible this is an insane person.
It's a small talk hater. I guarantee it's small talk hatred. I guarantee it.
Maybe it's because I don't like to feel judged on what I choose to eat, or maybe I just feel like my privacy is being invaded. Whatever the case, I just hate when people talk to me about my food choices. One of my coworkers loves to talk about recipes and what everyone is having for lunch. I usually eat in my car to avoid being annoyed, but recently the landscapers cut down the tree that gave my parking spot shade, so I've been forced to eat in the break room this past week. Hold up. We're getting a lot of information off of this sentence.
Dude.
I mean, we got to the point where they've had an interaction with another human yet, and I just feel like you're the asshole.
Yeah, I know.
This is written by Ebenezer Scrooge. This is written by Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Every day this coworker has gone on for at least 10 minutes asking about what I'm eating. Yesterday, my coworker saw the lunch I'd brought and started asking me if I made it myself, if it's spicy, if I cook very often, and on and on. So I said, "Why are you so obsessed with what I'm having? I just want to eat in peace without explaining everything I made for lunch." I tried to say it in a joking but not joking tone.
What's the
That's
joking
awesome.
tone?
I tried to be passive aggressive.
Why are you so
trying to be-
obsessed with me? Ha ha ha. XD.
Well, she got offended and simply said, "Well, sorry, I don't need to know," and she left the break room. The rest of the afternoon, she ignored me, and today she was really short with me. I don't want to apologize because I meant it, but am I the asshole?
I just want to circle back really quick to paragraph 2. I just feel like my privacy is being invaded. Dog, it's a lunchroom question from a coworker. What are you eating? What do you mean privacy? You want the 60 cards?
You got a
Do you think it's
you got
their,
a voting
their,
booth shell?
remember
in front
my
of you?
password or two-factor is what did you have for lunch
What's
today?
your mother's maiden name, real quick?
It's a security question.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Dude, I think I understand that people might be a little more introverted. Okay, I'm an extrovert. Okay, I'm speaking from a position of privilege because the world is catered towards us. But as the chosen few, I love when people come up and talk to me, right? But not everybody is that way. I get that. You're in the break room, though. That is a communal space. And it's just, you don't have to, okay, you know what? What's so hard about this? What is it? I'm having spaghetti. I made spaghetti 2 nights ago and I'm eating spaghetti. What the fuck? Is that so hard? What? This person is interested in food. Can you just engage with another human being for a little bit?
I think here's my theory here. So I think she's flirting with him. I think she has a genuine interest. I think women love to find men who cook attractive. And I think asking for the details on it and stuff is perhaps a form of flirting. And he just isn't getting it. And he's being offended by it.
That's a hilarious read.
I like this read a lot. It's just this fucking Foyd keeps asking me about my food.
Don't say Foyd on the pod. Don't.
Usually I eat in my car so I don't have to deal with these fucking lunchlets. I don't have to deal with these fucking meal cells.
Let's be real. This
Dude,
guy clearly isn't eating something that's even that interesting, right? Because this type of person probably doesn't make crazy exotic meals, right? So asking about the specifics of the food and stuff like that, I think she's trying to really make conversation with him. I think she's, at least was, initially into him.
You know Farfa?
It could just be someone being nice, but I really do like the idea
if it's
that she's
literally
like, today...
if it's literally 10 minutes of just asking, like, okay, if you're a coworker, Joseph, and you just see oh, what are you eating? Beans on toast or something. Okay, oh, that's cool. What else?
Yeah, that's
on,
a
right?
you answer.
But apparently, I mean...
Is that the ethnic food that people would make fun of you for? Beans on toast?
Hashtag not my costume or something.
Yeah,
shout out
whatever.
to the British. But it's like, if it's probably just hyperbolic to say 10 minutes of talking about what I'm eating, but that's if it actually is 10 minutes talking about this one thing, she's into you, I think. Right? Like, why does she keep asking you all these questions? She wants to have a conversation with you, I think, personally.
I'm piggybacking off of this theory because she's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I don't need to know. She left the break room, and then the rest of the afternoon, she ignored me, and today she was really short with me. Now, that could also just be like, yeah, she doesn't want to cause any more problems, so she doesn't want to talk to you that much. But I think it could be like she feels shot down, I don't know, man. I think that's an interesting take on this.
Irrespective of the potential, flirting dynamic, it's just like, well, yeah, I mean, if someone was an asshole to me when I was just trying to make conversation with them, then yeah, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to associate with you. I'm going to keep it professional and civil, and that's it. Fuck you. That's how I would react.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't get to be like, by the way, you don't get to be like, I fucking hate people. I'm just eating out in the car because I don't want to be bothered with annoying questions. And then someone asks you annoying questions, you go, fuck off, you stinky bitch. And then they're like, okay, we just won't talk then. And they're like, what the fuck? Why aren't they talking to me?
Okay.
Excuse, what the fuck?
I'm going to push back and defend this guy real quick. But, I mean, it's obviously not coming across that way, but he said that he was trying to say it in a joking tone. From his perspective...
No, he said joking, not joking, which is it's just being passive-aggressive. That's all what it is.
Right. Yeah, never mind.
He was trying to, make it a little lighthearted to be like, haha, I'm still trying to get the point across, though. Folks, this is why being passive-aggressive never works. If you want something, just say it. Just say, you know what, the super easy thing, the way to resolve this would be like, hey, this is some spaghetti I'm eating, but just a heads up, I just really need some time to myself on breaks. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with you. I just need to relax by myself for a little bit. And they'll get that. At least they should. If they're not an asshole, they'll understand. Because I don't know. You don't have to do the passive aggressive thing and put your foot in your mouth.
Hey, you just want to hear about all this shit again, huh?
Yeah. Oh, geez, annoying me about my lunch again.
Stupid ass bitch.
Yeah. No, I think this is awesome. I love the fact that they would eat out in their car. And it's like,
that's crazy, right?
Shit.
Is that weird? I'm pretty introverted, and I've worked in not like office space, but in a building with coworkers, and there's a shared canteen, there's a shared break room, and I get this guy a lot. But leaving the building, scanning your little, lanyard with the card on it, heading down to the parking lot to just sit by yourself and eat? There's a clear personality trait with this guy, no?
There are some people who do that where I'm like, okay, I understand. You need some time to yourself. You need some time. Especially, let me tell you, the number one place where I loved eating in my car is food service. You'd be like, I'm sorry, I need 10 minutes where I'm not fucking on. I get that. But it is funny to be like, well, if I have to eat in the break room, I'm going to be a real bitch about it.
Yeah, it is more common than you think. In car land, people like to sit in their cars, go figure.
I guess because they're so goddamn big, just literal living rooms on wheels you guys got.
It's back when I was working in person, I saw it a lot where I was working at. So it's not that uncommon, but it's also, I don't know, why does it have to be shady? Does the car get that hot? I mean, cars get hot, obviously, but I don't know, man. This post was 7 days ago. We're in the middle of March. Is it? I don't know. I think you're just bitching for no reason. If I could just be honest, man, I think you gotta just.
She wasn't even disproportionately mean to him or anything. That's what is weird about this.
I know. I feel bad for her. I actually feel bad for her.
Yeah, it's not like she was rude to him the next week or something. She didn't go to HR. She's just in her lane, minding her own fucking business, and he still found a way to get mad about it. Like, I don't want to apologize because I meant it, but am I the asshole? This is also like another weird ego thing that people do. It's like, perception is your reality. You obviously upset this person, you know. I don't want to apologize because technically I'm right. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you clearly upset someone though. So like, does it matter if you're technically right? You could be technically right about a lot of things.
Dude,
does it mean...
thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you. Honestly, this is something I've been thinking about more and more, is that when you upset someone, even if you, look, truly, even if you are 100% in the right, obviously this is dependent on the situation, blah, blah, blah. But if you really do make somebody upset, isn't there any part of you that wants to resolve that and just be like, hey, I don't really know what happened. I was just trying to communicate how I felt or what, I don't know. Just like be transparent and be like, I didn't mean to upset you and I'm sorry that I did. You know, why is that so hard? Is it, I don't get
It's just ego. It's just ego. It's like,
it's ego. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Also, you know, showing up here to be like, oh, I don't think I did anything wrong, and I don't think I need to apologize, but should I apologize? It's like, shut up.
he's just looking for confirmation of that ego. That's why we're going on Reddit and posting about this. We're looking for confirmation. We're not looking for rehabilitation. We're not looking for introspection. We are just looking for people to confirm my correct worldview because I'm the best. I'm the main character. And that's it.
Farfa, I think I'm having like a legit therapeutic breakthrough right now. With understanding why so many of these posts piss me the fuck off is because, yeah, this whole subreddit exists. This whole concept of am I the asshole exists around like, I'm coming here so people can validate me.
Yep.
Like, I want people to get in my corner and validate me and tell me I was right. Like, no wonder this shit makes me so mad. That's okay. Well,
Decision time.
All right, do we think that this person was the asshole for telling their coworker to stop asking them what they were having for lunch? 3, 2, 1.
No.
yes.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you were like, fuck
Wait.
you. You should.
Wait, which one make...
You did the same mix-up I did. The poster was the asshole.
Okay.
The council has spoken.
All right, you got one more try to get it right. This next one comes from AITA, and it's got quite the title. It says 3 days old. It's called, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Girlfriend I Would Rather Masturbate Than Have Sex With Her?
Maybe she's just not doing all of the crazy porn brain stuff he wants.
Yeah, maybe she's...
And he can do it while jacking his little pud.
Yeah.
yanking his butt.
Ugh, yeah, okay. I am 20, and my girlfriend, F21, hold up.
Dude.
Okay,
dude,
they're
you're
youngins.
epic.
We've been dating since we were 16 and 17.
Dude,
what? That's
like-
kind of problematic,
They're all
right?
growing together.
Well, wait, hold on, guys. Remove the 1 from those two numbers. And
Wait
what
a
do you
minute.
get?
Wait, my GF21 has been dating since we were 6, 7?
I thought this was a mature podcast.
Yeah, no.
This is a good podcast. Yeah, great one, everyone. Okay.
Just lost like 1,000 Patreon dollars there.
We've been dating since we were 16 to 17. When we started dating, we had sex at least once every 3 days, and we had regular makeout sessions and everything. But somewhere during the 1 year of dating mark, she started to not want to do it so often, which is fine by me. We still made out, and sometimes I got lucky, so things weren't that bad. I wouldn't die if I didn't get action that week. But then university started for us both. She went to another city, and I stayed home. When she came home or I went to the city, we would always go on dates or somethings, but it got rare and rare until about 2 years ago. We were both on summer break, and I tried to start something about 30 times, and all the time I got the same results. Not today, my leg hurts, I have a headache, I'm tired, I don't want to take a shower again, the usual. So I just stopped. No is no after all, and I would respect it. We're still a couple, I still love her, we went on dates, we visited each other and everything, just no sex. This is where my masturbation started. I still needed to relieve myself, so I started to jerk off once or twice a week. No big deal, and 2 years, no problem. The last 2 months I've spent doing Erasmus in another country. All right, anyone know what that means?
It's a European exchange program between universities.
Okay, thank God we have Farfa on for this one. Okay. In another country, and she knew we talked almost every night, and I shared loads of pictures and bought gifts. Because I was sharing a room, I didn't get to masturbate at all. No problem for me. I thought then the day when I reached home came, I went home, no one was home, so I did the jerk off, one for the 2 months just to relieve myself. About 4 hours later, my GF appeared, I welcomed her, kissed her, gave her the gifts, and talked to her sometime until she got on my bed and said, I guess you need to fuck me to avoid getting blue balls. I looked at her and said, no need. I've just masturbated. I'm feeling good, just tired from the flying. I thought nothing of it. We hadn't had sex in years, so it made no difference to me, but she was dumbfounded. She asked if I was for real, and I said, yeah, I did. She burst into tears and asked if I still loved her. I told her, of course, why wouldn't I love her? She then told me if I preferred jerking off or having sex with her. I didn't even give it a thought and replied instantly that I preferred jerking off. She stormed out of my house and isn't replying to my messages on anything yet. So am I the asshole?
Dude.
Okay, first off,
There's a lot to unpack here. Holy fuck.
that is like fucking up the $1 millionaire question. Are you kidding me? What do you prefer, sex or masturbating? You go, oh, jacking off for sure. Oh, I'm like crazy. I've gotten really good at jacking off.
I mean, it sounds like he probably has.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. Okay, first off, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that this is an absolutely disgusting habit that this person has gotten into. I'm reading this. This person's jacking off once to twice a week? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, what a fucking pervert.
That's disgusting.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? Are you jacking off more than that, Farfa?
No, I'm just trying to gauge interest.
I love, okay, this is the thing I gotta just say the funniest thing. Isn't it awesome that as dudes, we all know that we're all like squeezing out glue like daily, right? Like it's just every day.
Okay.
Like
I got on SSRIs recently, right? I got on a drug.
Yeah.
And, when you're on SSRIs, it's harder to come. And so I was mentioning this to my wife and she was like, well, how often are you jerking off? I'm like, I mean, honestly, probably about once a day now. And she's like, you were doing more than once a day?
Oh,
and I was
absolutely.
like, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Probably like, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course.
People are animals.
Okay, so many crazy things in this. Additionally, because I was sharing a room, I didn't get to masturbate at all. Dog, live a little. Are you kidding me?
Live a little.
There's no way that I can jack off. Someone else is sharing my room with me. Wait for them to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
You don't jerk off regularly. Can't take you
Can
more
we
than
double
30,
back?
40
We're
seconds.
focusing on the jacket off part here. Like, we need to like start.
Yeah, that's the central feature of this one.
We need to start before any of this even begun, right? Okay, before the masturbation starts, it's like, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, I'm sorry, Farfa, I have to interrupt because that's racist. And that's where the masturbation started.
That's a crazy sentence.
You weren't jacking off till you were 20?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a personal question. At what age did you start jacking off?
Hold on. He might not be saying this is where it started, I think he's saying...
Yes, Farfa.
Well, I mean, could he be more clear? Clear?
I know, but it's just... Come on, that language is hilarious.
All right.
When did I
Jordan, when did you start jacking off?
I don't know, like 9?
Huh?
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, I wasn't expecting a 9.
I didn't expect a single digit.
Think that's true. Yeah, I don't think that's true.
I was like, I'm thinking back, I'm like 12, maybe 13.
Probably it's probably like 11. Probably like 11 or 12, I'm pretty sure.
11 or 12 maybe.
Yeah.
Farfa, what's your number?
Like 14 or something. I was a late bloomer, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Maybe I just didn't know how it worked
Damn.
or something.
This podcast normally
Certainly
has a
you
bunch
weren't
of horn
waiting
dogs
until
on
you
it.
were 20. Like,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hell. Wait, imagine, like, what if you accidentally find it out? Like, you're having, first off, having sex before you jack off, insane. But like, imagine like you're getting your pud wet with your girlfriend. You're like, hang on, and you like take your dick out to rearrange it, and you touch it in a weird way, and you just come everywhere, and you're like, whoa.
Wait,
What the
I
hell
can do
was
this
that?
myself? Wait.
Whoa, hey, wait a minute. I just thought of a great way to save you a lot of time. Wow. Oh my God.
All right. Okay.
Oh, no.
Now, Farfa, I know you
Holy
actually want to
shit.
discuss the post seriously, so we can actually do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
now. Now that
Yeah, please.
So it's like, first of all, there's a lot of advantages, to getting into a relationship young and growing together. Like, I think it's actually incredible and commendable that they were high school sweethearts and they have grown together for this long. Because one of the biggest advantages of getting married young or being in a serious relationship from a very young age is you grow together. You aren't who you are yet at 16. And even in your 20s, and potentially even in your 30s, but like as you grow older, you become more stubborn, you become more set in your ways, you become more solidified as like, okay, this is just who I am, right? But when you're younger, you compromise more. And that's a great thing to have as you grow older. One of the biggest disadvantages is, well, yeah, you're still growing. And you might grow into someone that just isn't compatible with that person anymore. And sexual health is a massive part of that. Clearly, he has a greater libido. She, for whatever reason, fell off in that regard, and that is a massive part. Like, if we're only going to have sex once a month or once every few months, I mean, that could be a deal breaker for a lot of relationships. And what do you do? It's like you just move on from 5 years of a relationship because we're not fucking enough. That sounds horrible, right? To say out loud, but I mean, once you're used to a certain thing, a very important thing, perhaps that's a problem.
I'm glad you mentioned like the disconnect in like sexual health, right? Because that is obviously that's an important part of a relationship, right? The thing with this specific post that makes me raise my eyebrow at it is that like, did he not want to talk about it at all? That really.
You're asking a man to communicate his feelings here.
I don't know. I guess I'm epic and I just do that. But like, I don't, where does it never cross your mind to just like bring that up? Like, hey, I wanted to check in. Are we doing okay? Are you okay? I noticed we've been having a lot less sex lately. I don't want to make it like I need you to put out or whatever, but I want to see what's going on. Because, and that I should stress, there are ways to talk about the frequency or lack thereof of sex that you're having with your partner and just like do it to check in with them and not to just be like, oh my God, I can't get any with you. It's like, it just weirds me out that he didn't do that at all. I don't understand.
I mean, almost any situation or relationship could have been prevented at some point via good communication. And it is crazy that that was not communicated at any point. I guess I was so far on his side. That didn't even occur to me. Be like, wait, why didn't you ask?
Yeah,
I mean, he did ask.
Yeah,
I get it.
Well, okay.
Well, did he?
He sort of asked.
He asked 30 times over a summer, apparently.
No. He tried to. Okay, this is the thing that kills me. I'm sorry, Joseph. That point, he tried to start something 30 times, and I get the same results. Blah blah blah. Like, okay, clearly you're frustrated by it. Why don't you want to ask about it instead of just trying to like fucking, I don't know, start something all the time? Just ask. Okay, anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Joseph.
No, I want to say, I like what Farfa was saying earlier about the advantages and disadvantages of getting together young. For this one, I mean, it just really smacks of someone that doesn't have experience with what a relationship like can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, well, there just comes a time in a relationship where your bitch wife just stops fucking you. And from that point on, well, I guess we're just never going to have sex. And like, I'm sorry, when you are 18 and 19 years old, you should be having sex with your significant other. Like, if you want sex from your significant other, you've been dating for years and you're 18 and 19 years old and you're not having it, you need to have a discussion, right? Like, this sounds like essentialist or whatever, but like, I just cannot imagine being like a horned up teenager and being like, well, I guess I just won't have sex for 2 years while still being in a relationship with the same person. And the thing that freaks me the fuck out is, what is this girl's reaction to learning that he jacks off? Like, what do you mean you burst into tears? And you're like, what? Oh, could you? Oh, no.
Well,
I didn't know you were jacking
Joseph,
off.
she's not bursting into tears because he's jacking off. She's bursting into tears because he said he'd rather jack off. That's a big difference.
Yeah. The time that she burst into tears is a very critical point.
She asked if I was for real, and I replied, yeah, I just masturbated. She burst into tears and asked if I still loved her. I told her, of course, why wouldn't I love her? She then told me if I preferred jerking off or having sex with her.
Well,
so exactly, she started crying, and then she was like, oh, so you just like pounding your pud more than my pussy? And he was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay, sure, you caught me on that. But she started crying because she like, okay, actually, you know what? Hold on. Double standard here. Because taking the post at face value, clearly, like, he tried to initiate that a lot of times in the past, and then she tries to initiate with him and he doesn't want to, and now that's a big issue, like now she
okay, but he just came. Like, what do you mean? Like, I guess he's a
actually,
that's what I'm
hold
saying.
up.
That's
in the story, he came 4 hours ago, which, like,
that's
you can
a full
try.
reset.
That's yeah.
all I'm saying is that, I'm pointing out in a double standard here. I'm being an epic Redditor here. Now she's all of a sudden she's not getting her advances accepted, and now it's a big issue. Look, that's not actually really what I care about. I just thought it was funny to point it out. All this to say.
Oh, wow. Someone on Reddit is being hypocritical.
Yeah, it's true.
If I could just be misogynistic for a second,
You're on the right show.
I guess you need to fuck me to avoid getting blue balls. Bitch, it's been 2 years his ball's been blue. There's no way she doesn't realize that. You get blue balls? That's not blue balls. They've been castrated.
If you thought blue balls were real, at that point they would be like bowling balls, like fucking swanging around down there.
All right, we're goofing and gaffing. I really can't get past the fact that he didn't bring up a fucking single question about this before. Like, honestly, all this shit in the second half of the story, I truly just don't give a fuck about him, like, when he started jerking it.
Okay, but Jordan, you could flip this the other way around, right? Like, why didn't she ask any questions about it?
Because they're young and they do not know what a relationship is. That's what it is. They've been in the same relationship for 5 years. They don't know shit about relationships. The woman is insecure. He's jacking off. And the guy's like, it's normal to not have sex with my girlfriend for 2 years. Like, no, that's why it's happening.
Yes.
Like, they need to have a discussion about what they want this relationship to be. And if it doesn't line up, you can fucking hit the bricks. And it sounds like, you two are good friends, but there's a reason that people don't stay together through university. It's hard to be with someone who's miles and miles away, and a lot of that is physical intimacy, which it seems like they're not getting anyway. So, like, I legitimately think, I don't think these two are compatible sexually. Nothing wrong with that. You can still remain friends, but clearly that's a sticking point for the pair of them. Go get some more experience, dog. I don't know.
Hate to be all monogamous and stuff like that, but I really disagree with that. I think that anything can be worked on, and this seems very salvageable. There's clearly been a major miscommunication and expectation of boundaries and expectation of needs from both of these people, right? And I think that it's something they could work on. They seem fine with everything else, by the way things sound.
I will take the third path and agree with both of you, and that's not me being a fence sitter. It's just that if we're talking about how to repair this for both of them, absolutely, this is 100% something that is fixable, and I also think it would be totally valid to just be like, well, I think we're just not sexually compatible, and then go your separate ways.
They haven't even talked about it, though.
Young.
They haven't actually sat down
that's the thing.
And had a conversation about them.
Neither did
That's
they
true.
fucking
Yeah,
years ago.
that is true.
That's what they have needed to do this whole time. And I just can't fathom being in a relationship, even when you're young, and trying to initiate sex, getting rejected 30 times in a row, and just being like, well, I guess that's the way it is. Like, I actually, that baffles me. That I can't get past it. You have a responsibility as a partner to check in and figure out what's going on.
Okay, but this is, I'm going to ask for something I would rather masturbate than have sex with. So, I mean, like, I properly addressing the question in the title. I mean, is he an asshole for just saying that point blank? I think he has absolutely approached this in a terrible way. Right?
Right.
Like, so you're saying you'd...
It's awesome to frame zero be like, yeah, no, I love jacking off.
Like, what? He didn't even attempt to have a conversation or dialogue about this. Like, his first reaction wasn't like, hey, we haven't fucked in 2 years, right? Like, his instant reaction was, no, I got a premium membership on the hub, actually. That's what I've been doing for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's totally fine to not be in the mood. It's totally fine to, like, all that shit. I just can't believe that's how you address this. I can't believe that's your reaction here.
I really want to know what was going on. Like, a whole summer, and, like, there was just no
you're not
sex?
inquisitive at this at all. And then she's like trying to actually make an advance, and you don't ask, like, hey, it's been a while. What happened the past 2 years?
That's awesome, by the way, to not have sex for 2 years and be like, guess we gotta have sex. That's like so cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to vote on this?
Yeah.
Decision time.
We'll actually talk it out. Is this guy the asshole for saying he would rather masturbate than have sex with his girlfriend, Farfa?
Answering the question specifically, yeah, absolutely. Like, of course, you could have had a conversation. You could have explained. You could have been inquisitive. So yeah, for sure. Instead, we were just like, nah, I prefer
Jordan?
jacking off.
Yeah, I know the question is, was it an asshole thing in this moment to do this? But like, even before that, I can't divorce the overall question from the greater context around what happened in this relationship. It truly just baffles me. I don't understand how you don't talk about this at all. Yeah, absolutely. This dude's the asshole here for sure.
Yeah, I guess I would say I like pity the guy. You know, I hate calling him an asshole because I think that this relationship has been bad for him, clearly.
Right.
And I think he's kind of being, his back is against the wall with this insane thing where she's like, why are you masturbating? You're supposed to save yourself for 2.5 years so we can finally have mid-sex. Like, I think that's ridiculous. But no, yeah, I think you guys are right. I think he is an asshole for not really ever engaging with this question, for feeling resentful that he wasn't getting pussy and never like bringing it up outside of like, oh, well, you know, that's just how the way things are. It's like, no, man, it isn't. I think you can tell intuitively that it isn't. I hope this relationship does not continue. That's, I guess, all I would say.
There probably was a bit of like, even if he doesn't recognize it, there probably was a bit of like umbrage in what he said, you know?
Yeah.
You don't just, I think, you don't just say that, right?
Yeah.
I will say, Joseph, it really annoys me that you were just, you know, you're like, okay, you know, just break up, go experiment. You need to find someone you desire. It's like, why is everything so disposable in this day and age? Like, you can work on things.
Oh, shut up, you
What?
fucking...
Like,
Oh
what do
my
you mean?
God.
We're not saying it's impossible, but it's just like, I think this absolutely warrants, like, there's clearly some
I think it is fine to
incompatibility.
date and find a baseline as to what you consider acceptable in a relationship, Farfa. I'm sorry that I'm not together with the girl I started dating at summer camp when I was 11. My bad.
I mean,
I don't think that's what he was saying either.
That is what he was saying. I found that woman disposable. She was nothing to me. Nothing but a box to check off.
Okay,
this is the problem with your
Okay,
American
bro.
culture. You treat your relationships like
Oh my God.
Amazon
Now you're
return
pissing me
forms,
off.
you know, swiping on
You
food
literally
apps.
think that you're literally being anti-white racist right now.
Oh,
And while I
hate you
love
both.
doing that,
The Council has spoken.
all right, y'all ready to call it?
Yeah,
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I'm done listening to you two. I can't imagine doing a weekly show with you. It would make me want to shoot my brains out.
Yeah, when's Danny coming back?
This has been a great success.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.